the ground, and the Mets paying tribute in that fashion to the greatest player who's ever worn the Mets orange and blue. I'm Gary Cohen. Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling are alongside. This has been an amazing day since we found out last evening that Tom Seaver had passed away. He was beyond an iconic figure as far as the Mets are concerned, one of the greatest pitchers ever to take a mound. And I know you guys have some personal experience being with Tom Seaver, competing with Tom Seaver, and getting to know him.
Well, Gare, I think from a personal level, what struck me when Tom couldn't come to the 50th anniversary, did not come when they unveiled 41 Seaver Way. We knew that he had dementia and those kind of issues, and I knew that he kind of was heading down the wrong path. My mom had been there, so it's a tough day.
You know, he was like a big brother to me. You know, when I first was called up to the major leagues, you know, the biggest star that ever played for the Mets would ask me to do crossword puzzles, would ask me to play bridge when someone dropped out, asked me to dinner on the road and to his home. And you don't know what that meant to someone like me who was the oldest kid, never had a big brother. It was just a fantastic feeling. And I think we lose him because he's so serious and the pitching's so great. He had an unbelievable boyish charm and an unbelievable prankster also. But, you know, my first thought yesterday...
Here's the Hyundai starting lineup for the Yankees. DJ LeMahieu has had a big impact since returning from the injured list. Luke Voigt's tied for the major league lead in home runs. They're still missing many of their stars, particularly Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Gleyber Torres getting closer to a return, perhaps as soon as this weekend, but still an unusual Yankee lineup as they sit in second place in the American League East. New York Mets baseball on SNY is brought to you by
the video they had of Tom, which I thought was just extraordinary.
Luis Rojas was talking about his father got a hit off Seaver in his rookie year, and Seaver stared him down at first base. He said, "That's a lot of confidence."
In fact, the first hit that Seaver gave up in the major leagues was to Luis Rojas' uncle, Matty Alou, had the first ever hit against Tom Seaver.
There's the Toyota numbers for Gesellman. This is a matchup of a pitching game in Yankee Stadium last Saturday. Gesellman went 4 innings, gave up an earned run on 57 pitches.
And your Lexus Metropolitan defense, Todd Frazier, his second start in a row since coming over from Texas. Made a couple nice plays last night in Baltimore. Robinson Chirinos, of course, another piece behind the plate, the veteran catcher. Marisnik, who's come off the IL and now is playing pretty much center field. It's been a platoon in center field now with
the left-hander. Looks like it may be that way. Mets for the second straight day have just 3 lefties in the lineup. Dominic Smith, who sat yesterday, is back in there today with Robinson Cano getting a day off. Robinson Chirinos making his Mets debut in the 9-hole as the Mets try and do better today against Jay Happ.
Yeah, Land Rover numbers better would be anything. 7 1/3 scoreless innings against the Mets in his last start. Think about this as they go down the stretch. Last 5 years, 2015 to 19, Jay Happ in September and October is 14-2 with a 2 ERA.
Yankee defense. Urshela back in the lineup here. He was on the IL. He can pick it, and there's a little glove right there in LeMahieu. He's a vacuum cleaner. And in the outfield, Brett Gardner, who is a scrapper out there, a Gold Glover. Aaron Hicks and Clint Frazier.
Outfield much quieter than the infield. Jeff McNeil leads off again.